Are you still spending thousands of dollars on mailers just for your competitors to bring in deals at a fraction of the cost, 10 times more efficiently than you? I mean, do you do it because it's the only way you know, or because you haven't seen any other ways that work? Well, I'm here to tell you that that's not true. Last month, we brought in over 25 deals for one of our commercial solar companies, and he didn't even have to lift a finger. The only thing he had to do was show up and close the deals. The best part was, he spent literally a fraction of what he usually spends on mailers. So why are you still spending big money on envelopes and postage in 2025, hoping someone, anyone, will open your letter? Every week I speak to commercial solar pros who say mailers aren't bringing in deals like they used to. I mean, let's be honest, when was the last time you actually opened unsolicited mail? Probably never. It just goes right in the shredder. So if you're doing that to other people's letters, what makes you think that they're not going to do it to yours? That's why you haven't been getting any responses. But now imagine 5 new commercial solar deals every single month without the endless overhead of printing, postage, and a painfully slow return. This isn't just possible, it's what's happening right now for solar pros who've ditched snail mail in favor of targeted cold email. I'm pretty sure you're thinking, who are you and why on earth should I listen to you? Well, hi, my name is Naeem and I'm the founder and CEO of Solar Marketing Corp. So, after watching commercial solar companies blow tens of thousands on direct mail for next to no returns, I knew there had to be a faster, more predictable way. Number one, mailers are pricey. Printing, postage, labor, it all adds up real quick. Second of all, they take forever. By the time someone opens your envelope, if they even bother at all, your competition has already closed the deal. And thirdly, random targeting. You're sending physical mail to addresses hoping it lands on the right decision maker's desk. I mean, how many times have you sent out a letter just hoping that it lands on the desk, but it stays in the envelope box? Or even worse, it ends up in the wrong hands and they throw it away. The result? Maybe 2 deals out of 1,000 mailers. Maybe. And what happens when those 2 fall through? Well, you're stuck attending networking events that you don't want to go to and hoping and praying on referrals. Now, don't get me wrong, both of those are great. The only issue is that they can't be the backbone of your business. But there's a straightforward way to fire up extra pipeline, and it doesn't involve sending a single postcard, stuffing envelopes, or even paying the postman. It's about leveraging targeted cold email in a way that bypasses spam filters, hits decision makers' inboxes directly, and generates real sales conversions. Let me break it down simply. Get the right leads. Now, traditional mailers rely on a spray and pray approach. You send thousands of envelopes to random addresses, you spend $1,000 to just get the list itself, and then you hope a few hit the right desk. We do the opposite. We identify the exact decision makers, CEOs, property managers, landowners, facility managers, who match your ideal commercial solar profile. If you already have an old list gathered in dust, we'll revive it by filtering out the dead weight, taking their physical address and finding their online address. Because I'll tell you something, not everyone checks their mailbox once a month, but everyone checks their email at least once a month. The result, you're speaking with real prospects who can actually say yes to your solar project, not some random folks who pitch your flyer right into the nearest recycling bin. Now, once we have the right people, we have to make sure that we're reaching the inbox. Cold email can be just as useless as junk mail if it never lands in the primary inbox. I mean, how often do you check your spam box? Once a year? And what are the odds that $1 million deal is just lying in between there? Probably not, right? But even if it is, you'll never know because you don't go through every single one. Neither do they. So, how do we overcome that and how do we prevent landing in the inbox? Well, we just took Google's guidelines for being marked as spam and we reverse engineered it. So, instead, we have a 21 to 28 day domain warm up. This is basically to build trust with email providers so you're not flagged as spam. This way, Google thinks that, okay, this is a real person sending out emails. We can trust this account to send out up to 50 emails a day, and we'll make sure every single one will land in the inbox. The other thing is that you have to be sending out 3 to 5 emails per subdomain. This just mimics real human sending behavior. I mean, how many people do you know that send out more than 50 emails in a single day, in a single sitting? Not a lot, right? Careful timing and spacing. Like I said, no one sits for 1 minute and sends out 50,000 emails in a single minute that all look completely different. It's just not humanly possible. So instead, what we do is we space it out evenly with about 11 minutes per email so that it just carries on mimicking human behavior. And the result is it looks authentic and not like an email blast. All these things combined help us see roughly a 97% deliverability rate and a 10 to 19% response rate, which is a lot more than what you'd get with bulk email or even your average cold email sender. Now, that's real people reading your offers and replying. If you can't reach the right person, you might as well have mailed a brick. Once you reach their inbox, we have to make sure that your messaging actually resonates with them. So once your email actually lands, every word has to count. Most corporate emails are bland, bloated, and end up deleted. We make sure that each line is clear, relevant, and addresses your prospect's top question: what's in it for me? We cut the fluff and lead with exactly what commercial solar prospects care about, which is cutting operational costs, the ROI timeline, and the transparent outcomes. That's all they really care about realistically. Our best campaigns hit up to 49% positive response rates. That's half the people saying, yeah, I'm interested, let's talk. Now, this is not some gimmick like how you see other people do and they say they get 50% reply rates overall, which means half of what they send gets responded to. The reason they get that is because they use one open-ended question where they say, are you still running your company? Now, that doesn't benefit anyone. It's just a yes or no answer, and then you can mark it as if they say yes, it's a positive response rate. No, we don't do that. Our prospects actually say, yeah, we are interested. I mean, have you ever rifled through a stack of return mail or tried to decipher which envelope was from that maybe lead? Well, that's over. The moment a prospect replies, their details, name, phone, email flow right into your inbox and a shared CRM. So not only will you track them with ease, but you can call them in the same day. No more guesswork, no lost leads, and no wasted hours chasing down addresses. It's like having an assistant who hands you high intent prospects like they're pre-warmed and ready to close. Why the emphasis on instant? Well, studies show that responding within 1 minute can boost conversion rates by up to 391%. And from there, it's just downhill, downhill, downhill. So the quicker you are to respond, the higher your chances of closing them. Now, the only thing left is to build some authority and trust. And the best way to do it right now is through content. If you're serious about dominating commercial solar, your LinkedIn presence matters more than you think. I mean, Instagram might be cute for brand awareness, but 80% of B2B deals are done on LinkedIn. We basically do two things. We optimize your profile for you and we create all the content that you need. Now, why the profile optimization? Well, most people see LinkedIn as a resume, but to the right people, it could be just a funnel. They read through all your text in your sales copy, and by the end of it, they're sold. They want to work with you. And the other way is to show your audience that you know solar inside and out. It's not about bragging, it's about authority. And because once they get your email, you can bet the first place they're going to go to is Google. Who is this person emailing me and why should I listen to them? So let's just make sure that when they do that, we want to make sure that you're the professional that they want to partner with. For years, I have residential solar companies scale with paid ads, but I never ran ads for myself. The reason being was that I was just way better at cold email. And everyone told me the same thing. You're cold emailing solar guys? Are you nuts? Just cold call them. They're always on their phone. And that is true. You guys never take a break. But eventually you'll have to check your emails. And when y'all did, I was there waiting with an offer that you couldn't refuse. And then I learned that commercial solar guys still sent out mailings. So I took it as an opportunity and said, what if I can do what has never been done in this industry before? So I took my 3 years of cold email experience and gave it a shot because I know you guys already have to deal with higher contract values, multiple decision makers, and way longer sales cycles. And mailers just don't cut it anymore. That's why I restructured Solar Marketing Corp to help commercial solar providers dominate using an ROI first model. We've tested, refined, and perfected this cold email system so you don't have to guess or waste money. And we've gotten our clients some pretty good results. And also, this is actually changing the game. It's not like paid ads for residential solar, which everyone can do. Not everyone knows exactly the pain points that commercial solar prospects have. So what do you actually get? By using targeted cold email, our clients typically add 3 to 5 new deals every single month, and that often translates to at least $150,000 in monthly revenue if you're doing even small 50 kilowatt installs. With bigger commercial projects, you're talking 6-figure paydays every single month. So fast forward 12 months, what do you actually get? A steady pipeline of commercial prospects, no more snail mail guesswork, higher quality conversations that lead to consistent closes, and predictable growth without exhausting events or relying on referrals. In plain English, more leads, more revenue, less overhead. So don't just compete anymore. Own your market. But there is a catch, like any good deal. This system isn't for mass market. It's for commercial solar firms that can handle bigger contracts, and it only works if you're serious about scaling. To keep quality high, because that's what we care about, we only work with 25 to 50 companies total. We're not here to help you with your mindset or build your sales team. We're here to help you scale your company. Right now, we're accepting 4 to 5 new partners for the next 2 weeks, and then we close enrollments and focus on results. So if you're ready to stop gambling on old school tactics and start converting real decision makers, we need to talk. All the fancy postcards in the world won't give you the reach, cost efficiency, and direct ROI that cold email can. It won't even give you the consistency that cold email offers. And you could be adding at least $1.8 million in ARR within just 1 year. No more slow mailers or wasted postage. If you're ready to talk, just click the button below. It'll take you to our contact page where you can fill out the form and we'll contact you within 5 minutes. Or if you're busy, scroll down and you can book a demo call with us within any time that you prefer. On the call, we'll map out your custom plan, show you actual results, and get your pipeline rolling in about 6 weeks. No obligation, just an opportunity to see if this approach is right for you. And if you're not ready yet, no worries. Just watch some of the free value that I have on my YouTube and implement it into your business. And when you're ready to scale, reach out and we might even work together. So let's ditch the envelopes and start building your pipeline that delivers consistent, qualified leads. The market won't wait, so why should you? There's a Chinese proverb that goes, the best time to plant a tree was 20 years ago. The second best time is now. So why wait? But look, whether you work with us or not, someone will. So why not let that someone be you? Why not take advantage of a situation that will only benefit you? Even if you don't end up working with us, you'll leave the call with so much value that you'll know exactly what the next steps are to scale your company. So what do you have to lose? But the choice is yours. And since you have nothing to lose, the only way you lose is by doing nothing. You are the only one that can decide. So let's not wait and let's do something great together.